used to look at food as just food. Something convenient, something bought, something eaten without much thought. Grocery lists, microwave meals, fast food after long days, it was all part of the routine. I didn't think much about where my food came from or how it got to my plate. But everything shifted the day I planted my first seed. It sounds dramatic, but growing my own food truly transformed the way I eat, live, and connect with myself, and I want to share that story with you. It started with a single pot of basil one spring morning. I bought a small basil plant from a farmer's market. It was cute, smelled amazing, and fit perfectly on my kitchen windowsill. I had no idea that simple pot of basil would spark something so profound. As the leaves grew, I noticed myself being more intentional. I'd check the soil, water it, and smile as I plucked fresh leaves to sprinkle on pasta. It felt special, more personal than tearing open a plastic herb pack from the store. That little green friend led me to tomatoes and carrots. Before I knew it, I was transforming my tiny backyard into a humble but vibrant food garden. I stopped eating on autopilot before growing my own food. Meals were often rushed. I'd eat while scrolling my phone, standing at the counter, or watching TV. I wasn't truly tasting or appreciating what I was putting into my body. But when you've nurtured something from seed to plate, it changes things. You start to eat with presence. I began sitting down, savoring each bite, feeling grateful for what I'd grown. Meals became a ritual, not just a routine. I learned what real fresh tastes like. If you've never tasted a tomato, still warm from the sun, you're missing out. The flavor is richer, the texture juicier. There's a depth that store-bought produce just doesn't have. Once I experienced that, there was no going back. My palate became more refined, not in a snobby way, but in an attuned way. I craved crisp greens, earthy root veggies, and sweet, sun-ripened fruit. Junk food just didn't hold the same appeal anymore. My body felt the difference. Eating more homegrown produce naturally shifted my diet toward whole, unprocessed foods. Without even trying, I was consuming fewer preservatives, less sodium, and more fiber, vitamins, and minerals. The results were clear. I had more energy. My skin cleared up. I slept better. I felt lighter, both physically and mentally. It wasn't a diet. It was a lifestyle rooted in self-care, awareness, and connection. I became more mindful of waste. When you grow something yourself, you realize how much time and care it takes. Suddenly, throwing away a bruised tomato or an eaten leftovers feels wrong. I started composting, saving vegetable scraps for broth, using wilted greens in smoothies. I became more respectful of food, and that respect extended into other areas of my life: budgeting, sustainability, and even how I treated others. It turned into a form of therapy. Gardening became my sanctuary. In the quiet moments of weeding or watering, I found peace. It was meditative, grounding, healing. Growing food brought me closer to nature and to myself. It taught me patience, resilience, and the beauty of small progress. Every sprout was a celebration. Every harvest, a reward. It gave me a deeper connection to the earth. Before, I saw food as something bought from shelves. Now, I see it as a gift from the earth. I pay attention to seasons. I celebrate rainfall. I feel a sense of stewardship for the soil beneath my feet. My relationship with food has expanded into a deeper relationship with the planet. Growing my own food didn't just teach me how to garden. It taught me how to slow down, how to listen to my body, How to be grateful for nourishment. How to see food, not just as fuel, but as a sacred part of life. What about you? Have you ever tried growing your own food? Even something as simple as a pot of herbs can start your journey toward a deeper, more mindful relationship with what you eat. I'd love to hear your story or help you start yours. Drop a comment below or tag me in your gardening posts.